and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch the pass. 43 is the mic.
Under.
Check, 43.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott is going to float this into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Under 10. 10. Slam.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
It's now 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let him know. 43 is the mic, boy. 26.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Squeeze, double.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Check.
That's a gain of 7.
Here we go, 46.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Showing up.
26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Flacco. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield, you want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Flacco. And that is incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Prescott stripped.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
We're going to 54. Why? Gun. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Under. Safe.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under crunch. We're going to 54. Delta.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott eluding the pressure. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Lindsey, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Outside, ready! Joey! Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Gun. 55. Let's put him on the platform.
Now Flacco. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're over here. Smooth. Target. Mike, 5.
Flacco from the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just a go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
He was brought down by Vaughn Miller. It's a gain of 5.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backward. How this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That's what I do.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. At halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, it's Lindsey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. On first down, Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You got that right there. Gun. Go get it. Go get it.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Flacco. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run with Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Better bring it. Red. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check that.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I'm not sure you can be more efficient on offense than to have 3 downs and have the ball turn into first downs. And defensively, you've got to figure out how to slow them down. Some guys might bring more pressure. Some guys might be a little more exotic. And as a last resort, you might even call timeout and try and regroup.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Flacco looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Check gun. 54. Strip the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Flacco, he'll get this one to Patrick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Right there, 54, right? Hey, Alpha! 54, Mike. Dude! Mike's 54! Gun! 54! Hey, come on, Al, come on, Al! Hey,
Throwing on second and 8. Flacco, he completes this to Sutton. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. First target, first catch, and a first down.
hey, man! Like 80! Mike 50! You're over here, you're over here. Gun!
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Jim, Monday!
One more time with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The loss of on pass play, now 2nd and 13. Prescott now. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the intercept.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsay, 68 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Cowboys nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Here we go. 43. Check. Go. Get out there. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It's going to be a long day. Long day. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike. 20. Here we go, D.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Monday, 54. Mike,
hey, Echo.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
On first down, Flacco. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Watch 54.
Right here, right here.
Mike's 5.
Red.
Mike's 5.
Gun.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Flacco. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll run with Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Another run by Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to... And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike. 43. Hey. Check 43. Check. Lucky.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
4 down. Even.
Here we go. Go to 54. Wide.
That's it.
23.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's scared.
Gun.
Wide motion.
Here we go, 46.
43 is the mic. 43 is the move. Okay, double up. Check.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 50, 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott, he's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Prescott looks to, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a
43 is the mic, boy. 43.
Here we go, kill.
43. Turn for you. Come on. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go.
26.
to the air again, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down, a run with Lindsey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Gun.
Motion. Reset.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. On the crossing route, complete. That's Spencer. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Check.
Checkity hot, set, wait. Hey, Haywood. Gun.
Mike 54. Let's go, baby. They turn up.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Delta.
Watch QB drop.
Gun.
QB drop. Mike 55.
Yes,
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but it's going to be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
3 wide, 3 wide.
55, Mark, 55. You're not ready.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
55. Right there in the middle.
Gun.
Hey, watch the lane. Mike, 55.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3 wide. Hey, Zoo.
Watch 55. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Gun.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Flacco will take to the air again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together.